Glenn. Hey mate, just having a look at your amp, and I'm just making a video of this too, just so you can sort of see what's going on in there, make things a bit more clearer than just getting a bill and being told it's fixed, right? And then I think I could probably use this one to show other people who have Blues Juniors as well, because so the faults present in your amp are very common to pretty much all of them. Mainly talking about the older ones. The newer ones have some slightly different things going on in them. So this is like Blues Junior 3 and older, I would say. Anyway, so we'll just start here. So look, these output valves are, I'll put them on my tester to confirm, but I can see already that one has been running too hot, and you can tell by the label being sort of burnt off. So what's happened is the bias isn't set correctly, and it's allowing the valves to dissipate too much power. Anyway, moving up, and from that, what's happened is because the valves are running physically hotter and with more current in them, basically the heater's come up and has caused these pads and traces to start to lift on this circuit board, which is just basically just holds the valve sockets. And so you can see, I'll just zoom in a bit so I get focus and a bit more. There we go. So you can see they're all sort of lifting up, like pretty much all of them. And its neighbor is doing the same thing too. If I can get in there, see that. So look, the easiest thing to do there is just replace that PCB. And there's a few people out there making good, like much better quality replacements than the stock ones. Personally, I like these ones. These are made here in, well, they're supplied here in Australia by good fella Brad's Guitar Garage up in, where is he? Blue Mountains or something. Anyway, so we can put a new one of these in, and it's just high quality all around. You know, improved layout too for less heater noise. Yeah, like thicker substrate, high quality copper pads, like density copper as well, higher density copper. And it's got a couple of little things on there to make optional bias test points and stuff like that too. Yeah, pretty cool. Anyway, so moving on from there, the next sort of common fault with these, and which is present in this amp as well, these filter caps, which form part of the power supply for the valves. So this one's physically leaking. You can sort of see some black crusty gunk coming out of the end there. And I can't quite see that. They don't appear to be physically leaking, but I can guarantee, there we go, there's one. Look, so we'll just, generally just replace them all together anyway. If one's failed, the others aren't far behind, right? The other ones in the amp might be okay, the smaller ones, but well, if we're going to the labour trouble of removing the board to change them properly, we may as well just do them all in one hit. It's only about $12 more a part or something to just do all of them. And then while the board's out as well, we can address the bias setting by changing, one of those resistors there, and we can make the amp run in a better place, so it'll be more reliable in the future. There's a few other components we can do too. Those green resistors they're the screen grid resistors. We can up their value a bit and also do some stuff to give them an easier life, so you don't have to change them every 6 months, because who wants to spend like $100 on valves every 6 months, right? And going forward from there, like I said, yep, those, I think that's just about everything. Sometimes if there's issues with that jack, you can replace that with a higher quality open frame one, and then run some wires to the board, and then it's just, once again, it's more reliable. It's an optional thing, but it's always sort of present that option if wanted. I'll just back out there. And look, the sort of other thing with these that's quite I don't see a lot of them actually failing, but they're very low quality, these cables that connect the speaker to the output transformer. We usually just put a good quality Switchcraft right angle plug on there and some appropriately gauged wires, and just actually solder them to the speaker tabs rather than use, I mean, look how loose they are. It's not great. But the speaker tests fine too, by the way. What I would suggest, I haven't powered this up yet, but look, what would have been causing the distortion and fizzle probably would be these filter caps. You know, you're probably getting a fair bit more buzz out of the amp than you might have originally when it was new. So look, but when these caps fail, they can cause lots of strange noise, like buzzing, distortion, low output. You know, they can create weird harmonic overtones on certain frequencies. You know, lots of strange things can happen to the amp when they're not working properly. Yeah, just a quick test on this speaker. Says it's fine for now, just with just a function sweep from like 100 to 4 kilohertz or something. And yeah, so I hope I haven't meandered along too much, but that's basically all the sort of common stuff in these. There's a few other little bits and pieces here and there that are not super significant that can be addressed, but that sort of covers the most common problems in these, which, you know, pretty much every one of these I've worked on has had a combination of them, or all of them. It's usually a good idea just to sort of address all of it. One thing though, like with the valve PCB, I mean, look, if it's in okay condition and you doesn't have any damage on it and you do all the other work, you can get away without having to change that, which can lower the cost. But anyway, I hope that covers it. And